Ebulubo. I am an educational psychologist and reading interventionist. So today I want to talk about how to help a child or a learner to remember what he or she learns. Whether you're a teacher or a parent and you've had a situation where it seems as if an information is entering from one ear and coming out from the next ear, or a situation where the child cannot remember what has been taught. I'm going to be sharing a few strategies that you can try to help a child remember what is learned. The first thing we're going to talk about is active learning. Now, active learning is where the learner is actively involved in the learning process. Our brain, research has actually shown that our brain remembers information when it is actively engaged. The second one is repetition. Now, repetition is key. In psychology, we call rehearsal. Rehearsal has to do with when you move an information, the process of moving an information from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. Now, the short-term memory, as the name implies, is short and can hold information for about 30 seconds. You tend to wonder, why is this child not able to give to me what I just said? And then you tell somebody, if the child is not paying attention, now it requires attention for information to actually move to the short-term memory. And for information to move from the short-term memory to the long-term memory, where we can have what is called a recall of information, it requires rehearsal. Another thing you should do is to find out the child's learning style. We understand that we have people that are visual learners, we have people that are auditory learners, we have the kinesthetic learners, as well as those that have a mixture of visual and auditory. Now, I as a person, I like to learn, or I learn best when I take notes. Most times when you go into the classroom and then you tell nobody should write as I'm talking, everybody fold your hands and listen. Some persons are very good at listening and learning at the same time. You would realize that there are some people, some of us as adults, we are like that. You could be in a classroom and everything that is being taught actually sticks to your brain just by listening. While we have some learners that you have to show them pictures, you have to show them visuals of what you're talking about. Now, because they see these things, they tend to remember. Now, for the kinesthetic learners, when they do something, let's say you're having a science experiment, let's say you're calling a child out to come and do a presentation on a topic, tell me how that child will ever forget. Another one you should do is to make learning meaningful. What do I mean by that? You should be able to connect what is learned to what the child actually knows and to real life situations. That is why in education we say we start from the known to the unknown. Lastly, you test the knowledge of the child. Now, we tend to remember information based on how we store them. There's something we call cue dependence. Now, what are the cues that are put in place that whenever the brain is trying to recall that information, there are one or two activities that took place in the classroom and the brain can actually hold on to that and be able to recall the information. My name is Tombra once again. I'm an educational psychologist and I'll be breaking down some tips and strategies to help children overcome learning and behavioral issues. Please like, share, a comment, and please follow Deep Smart Zone. Thank you.